because you know, everything that I do online, actually, you know, I edit it. So, and then these might be quite long, and then we'll chat on about some stuff that we don't want to actually share.
Yeah, I
So,
can edit that one too.
hmm?
I can edit the video and upload it when maybe make it more shorter than what we discuss here.
Yeah. Okay. So let's go through that. Do you want to start with mine?
Okay, let's start the video saying okay. I'm Dilrukshi from Sri Lanka, and as part of this learning experience design course for the last assignment, uh, we are trying to get the feedback on our assignment. So, myself, Dilrukshi from Sri Lanka, and Francine, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yep. I'll tell you that. Hello. So, hi, my name is Francine. So I will be coughing a lot because the moment I'm having some cough. But okay, I hope that we can edit this part. So my name is Francine Belly. I'm a digital strategist, and I help people to get online with their digital, especially entrepreneurs who want to use digital tools to get, you know, in the new way of doing business. So yes. So what did you say again? So this is about reviewing. Dil, how do you pronounce your name? Dilrukshi.
Dilrukshi, that's
Yeah,
exactly.
Dilrukshi. You know, work on this learning designer platform.
Okay, so let's start our feedback session. Francine, first, would you like to explain me the module that you have decided and the learning objectives? A brief summary. So, what I see is module 4, how to create an
Yeah,
authentic brand online. No
yeah,
type, right?
yeah. Uh,
So let me uh,
because I thought that you were going to give me feedback based on what you saw, rather than me explaining what I'm doing. Is it not that?
okay.
Because I
Yeah,
think
okay.
that's where I came from, because I came from the fact that we have our material out there, and this session is about providing me feedback on what you saw, rather than me trying to explain so that you understand better. See?
Good, good.
Yeah,
Okay, so I opening the assignment 5, which says your module topic is how to create an authentic brand online. Know thyself. So that's the module that you're going to introduce to your students, and then by the end of the first session, know thyself of module how to create an authentic brand online. The learner will be able to create a life map and determine their interest, passion, and skill. Okay, this sounds actionable, but it's too long. The end of the first session. As far as I can understand, if I take this course, what I would know is how do I create a brand, authentic brand for myself in online situation.
yeah,
So that's what I'm going to learn from this course. Okay, and then my content would be. Uh, I will have the introduction, which let's see, I'm trying to play. The video is private, so I can't see anything.
you can't see the video.
Yes, because it says it's private. I think you have to um, uh, list as listed or else public when you push it to
Okay,
the.
so okay. So because what I did yesterday was to review everything that you have done, and I thought that you'll do the same. And this session will be just providing feedback on what we saw. Obviously, if my video is private, you were not able to see that. So let me go and So I didn't know that listing it as private. Normally, when I list it as private and I send the link, people are able to see. Okay, so
So leaving that, okay, let's assume that I saw the videos. It gives me a few introduction and then some introduction to myself and some introduction. Okay. And then other resources. Read and watch this episode of Marine TV. So, okay,
mm,
now it gives me a link. Okay, which is good. So that's really good that you give some combination, which on
yeah,
not only videos, because if I am a learner, I would be really bored if I'm to read only. But I like the
yeah,
videos.
yeah,
And you can and you can further get to know yourself by taking following. Now this is a bit confusing. Other resources in the sense now my my obligation for this module is to just to watch the videos, but not the reading part, because other resources mean what I understand is it's not essential, but if I have time I can go and see them.
yes. If you want to know a little bit more about yourself, if you want to take it further, you can go online and take those tests actually to learn even more about yourself, because what I'm providing is going to only give you certain amount of knowledge. So the other tests will give you perhaps much more in-depth knowledge of yourself.
Okay, and then once I see the videos, and if I get a chance, I read the module, and then I would be able to do the assignment. So module 4 assignment is visualize your personal life. So I like it because it says it's 10 minutes. It's very specific that I know that assignment will take only 10 minutes. And then find a quiet place, sit down, okay, with great instructions. Imagine 50 million today. Wow. Take a time and then imagine, okay, where did you live? Okay. Then write down what you see, the passion. Okay. Passion. Okay, now then write down what you see with passion. So maybe maybe I have to now immediately it's congratulating me. So perhaps it should leave me some space. Maybe the congratulation part should go a little bit further down so that it gives me a chance to.
Which congratulation part did you say?
Simon just then the last let's say then write down what you see with passion.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm continuously reading, so it.
Would you want to get the congratulation before? Is it what you're saying?
No, I would like to have space between space in the sense little. Let's have the congratulations in another line,
Okay.
so that it implies that I got a chance to say let's stay for 10 minutes. You are step closer to making it real. See what you have. Okay, and then design your ideal desired life in 5 steps. Take blank sheet paper, open the word. Just see. Interesting. But zero role models, 5 of them. But do you think about these people? What is your gift? Okay. So the uh, part two is again 10 minutes from the first part, or is it consuming another time? It actually consumes
Yeah,
another.
but part two, actually, I haven't timed it because it will be really, yeah, as long as you want to take to do that.
Okay, so then Use your creativity and write your answer to them.
Oh,
Speak
nee, nee,
abroad.
oud. Oh, nee, nee,
Speak
oud.
it in
Oud en lang
audio
iwan.
or
Tapi
create a
dekat dengan
video.
dia.
Share
Dia kata
this
mang.
brainstorm with three trusted friends and ask them. Decide. Okay, I like the assignment because I like one part that I like is okay. Let me open up the feedback and yeah. So what worked is I like in this assignment it specifically instruct me what to do. First, it asked me to read watch some videos, and then it direct me to some links if I. But that's optional. That's really great because I don't want myself to be loaded with things that so many things to do. So that makes me to give up the course first of all. So this is much better only, but I don't know the videos are how long because I can't see them.
Yeah, so this is what I think this session is not fully fulfilling its potential because you haven't seen my video, which I think that's what I wanted. So if you have told me that yesterday that you can't see it, I'll have because I'm just now unlisting them and putting as unlisted actually, because I didn't
Okay.
know that nobody told me that they can't see the video, so I assumed that
Can
people
you,
were able to see it.
can you tell me now how long at least one video take? What is the minute duration of your
So
video?
they are all 2 minutes long each, 2 and 3 minutes. Some are, one is
That's
three
fine.
minutes and the other one are 2 minutes.
Okay, so that's one of the other point that it would work, and also I like the specific instructions that you have given. Stay, find a quiet place, and then that sort of gives us what to do specifically without any confusions.
Mhm.
Uh, and then the next part,
So,
design your idea.
okay, can you see now that you can see one of them, at least the first one, because I've unlisted them.
Yes, I can see that.
Welcome to the module 4, how
Okay.
to create an authentic brand that resonates with people you want to attract. Unless you stop to examine your life and understand yourself deeper, you are unlikely to project a strong and authentic brand. Personal branding starts with credibility. That's why you have to define and communicate clearly who you are. What is important to you? Why do you do what you do? Your story and what makes you stand out from anybody else. In this first module in the first section of module 4, called Know Thyself, we will identify your interests, your passions, and skills, visualization exercise, and a questionnaire to articulate who you are in a powerful way. By the end of the session, you should be able to create a life map and to determine the intersection of your interest, passion, and skills. Please take the required time to do those assignments or reflective activities and write down your thoughts. A significant benefit of this module comes from introspection and completing the assignment. I will recommend that you get a brand new journal or a notepad and a pen at hand. Write down any insight that comes to your mind as you go through the program. Pause the recording if needed to write your answer before continuing to the next point. The insight that you get will get you going through these exercises and then will help you to go deeply into the embedded concept. I recommend that you spare around 15 minutes to go through each exercises. See you in the next section. Welcome.
Good. I like it. I like your expressions. I like the background. I like the facial expressions. It's so live. Yeah, it shows some enthusiasm. I have because I have taken. I don't know. I have taken more than 50 MOOCs, but let's say some of them are just reading the slides. Some of
Yeah.
them are like, that's no while some cats and dogs are running in the screen. So this is much better.
Yeah.
Uh,
Mhm. Okay.
okay.
Okay. Yeah. You don't have to read to view the other one. You can view them later, but at least that gives you a sense of. I thought that was available,
Yes.
but it's only you told me that it's not accessible. That's a shame. But anyway, okay, good. Have you finished with your feedback or anything else that you want to share?
What I now I said what worked, and then what wasn't clear
Mm-hmm.
is the now when we say in the assignment,
Yeah.
uh, when you say now when to share with somebody and get some feedback, right? Share this brainstorm with three trusted friends and ask them how they see. So that post thing. Now, once I get that feedback, do you evaluate that one as well, or as how does that work? Like, let's say I get the feedback, and that's for me, is it? Oh,
Yeah, that's for you. So you are the one who knows if those feedback are actually useful. But I get what you are trying to ask. Is it that you are asking that if those friends give you the feedback, so how do you deal with those feedback? Is it what you are trying to ask?
uh-huh. Okay. So,
So I think yes, so when you get the feedback from your friends, let's say that you send it to three friends and they all come with different kind of thought. They say, well, they add, so it's up to you to take them or leave them actually. So it's only you can do that actually. Nobody else will be able to
okay.
judge. So you need to kind of see what perhaps you have left something out that you didn't think that was you, but perhaps a friend will mention something that you didn't add, so you say, oh well, yes, I haven't thought about that, totally, that's me. Or perhaps a friend will tell you, okay, I didn't think you were like that, so then you can also disagree because perhaps the friends only see a portion of who you are, because we only sometimes show not everything that we are. Only us know ourselves really well.
Okay.
But sometimes it's always good to have your friend external feedback to you. So perhaps you are missing something, or perhaps you just say, no, he's just not understanding really who I am. So that will give
Yeah.
hopefully some feedback.
How would you know that a student has taken this assignment, or is how do you evaluate? Now, for example, if I'm given a assignment and if I'm to grade, if you are to grade me, how would you plan in this session, in this module?
Is the way I will plan you, assess you, will be just one, have you send it to some friend to receive some feedback, because that's the assignment, to receive a feedback. I'm not the one to tell you, yes, the feedback is good, no, it's not good. You are the one to decide.
So
But
in that case,
yeah,
I'm not clear here whether do I let's say
Mama, it's raining.
yes, it stopped raining.
I want to watch who that.
Just a minute, I'll talk to you later. Now let's say you give me the assignment to do, and then I have to do it and then upload to somewhere, or let's say I took the feedback but you don't know that I did that. Did you understand, ma'am?
no, because there's a very busy, noisy background there. I can't hear what you're saying.
Oh, yes, I can see that. Can you talk with Ami? Actually, sorry, can't avoid this because, yeah, small babies. Okay, now,
Can you repeat that again? Is there a door that you can close there? Do you have a door that you can close, or no, it's open?
no, it's open, yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because
Um,
just repeat, because I didn't hear what you were asking.
okay, let me repeat again. Now, I understand the assignment. It is an activity for me to do. But what I don't understand is the way that you evaluate my assignment. So once I did the assignment, I tell you that I did the assignment. And then you just, let's say if I say, yes, I did the assignment, and then you give me total marks, is it?
Yeah. When you do the assignment, is what I want to evaluate is that you have done the assignment. I'm not the one to tell you if the assignment is good or not, because this is again about personal understanding. I don't know you, so I cannot evaluate people that I don't know their personal story. Do you see what I mean? What I'm
Yes.
evaluating is, have you done the assignment? Have you done your visualization? Have you the second part of the evaluation? Have you asked a colleague to give you a feedback, and what do you think about the feedback they gave you? How do you incorporate that as well? So perhaps it's the other part of how you incorporate the feedback that your what you call them, your friends give you.
So as an improvement, I could just propose you to have another section and saying that, saying at least a grading rubric, saying that have you submitted your assignment, so that a radio button or something says that yes, then I get 1 mark. And then
Can you just tell the person, because I can't hear what you say because there's a noisy background. Either just talking and yeah, just say it again.
as an improvement, I would like to propose
Yeah.
another section to this assignment,
Okay.
as saying that this is how you are going to evaluate. Let's say at least a wording saying that please let me know whether have you talked to at least one friend. Then I will be able, just like Novo it has, then I can put a radio button or else scroll down, say yes or no.
Okay. Yeah. Get it. Yeah. Got it.
Something like that.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, that's all. I think overall this is really clear, and I like it because it's giving specific instructions and it doesn't overload much, and then it's really simple, the topic that you have created. It's not taking much more cognitive load.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Okay. Cool. Thank you. So let me get to yours. What I did, I went through what you've done, but in what you have submitted, there was no assignment in that. Was that on purpose?
Okay.
There was no assignment in the submission.
Really?
There was just the slides. Yes, on these. I'll I'll copy the link of what I'm reviewing.
Okay.
Sometimes it's not going. Okay, it's just.
Did not do that. Let's see for like this. Press this thumb.
Did you see it?
Okay. No, I can't. Did you type it in the chat?
Yeah.
Okay.
Another one.
Okay, I got it. Okay. Okay, I see. I see. What's the 3-minute video? Yeah, I think I haven't.
But I will. In fact, I will review what I've seen anyway. So
Okay.
starting with I've used the rubric actually. I've used the evaluation design rubric to check first of all the learning objective. Your learning objective, you say students will be able to describe what creativity, understand how the creative mind works. Did you want to say, to describe what creativity means?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
How
Understand how,
actually how to improve the creativity, and then by as a subset, they'll understand what creativity is.
yes, and then understand how the creative mind work, increase skills to increase your personal creativity. There are tons of increase in there, but what I put as say as some bits of you know, because I went as I go, and then in the end I'll do a overall evaluation. So I'll say that perhaps you can. I didn't see that the learning objectives was you know, very concrete. So as a result of perhaps increasing my personal creativity, what will that be able to do? Do you see what I mean?
Yes, yes.
So it was, okay, I understand that I will, you know, increase my personal creativity, but for what purpose? So the outcome oriented wasn't very clear for me here. So let's say in order to, I don't know, get my team to work better, or some kind of outcome actually was missing here. So perhaps it's something that you might want to, you know, think about.
Yeah.
Achievable, of course, it will be achievable if the outcome is very clear. But at the moment is a bit kind of not very specific enough to see if it's going to be, you know, um, if this is going to be very achievable. So then, okay, the assignment, I didn't put anything because I didn't see anything. But the content bit, I have got quite a few things that I would like us to move towards one by one. So if I look back into the first slide, let's start from the beginning of the content. So yes, you said something here. You said yeah, the trait identified in creative people. You put different things: the ability to find appropriate problem, ability to defer judgment, design for originality, failure to conform. And I was just thinking that there was somewhere where you say find problem. What is that? Yeah, the first one, the first one where you say the ability to find appropriate problems. I was just saying, actually, the best thing perhaps that, you know, you want to see is that it's not really everybody can find problem, but creative people are able to solve them, right? So this is what I'm saying, that yes, so my note was about, because I didn't understand what I put the note, because yesterday when I went through, I was like in the mode of giving feedback yesterday. So today going my notes is a little bit more less fresh than it was yesterday. Yes, so that bit, I was just thinking, you know, creative people are not just finding problem, but also are able to solve them. But after all, you talked about problem solving later on, which actually it can be good to, you know, state that right at the beginning, that those people are able to solve problem, because this is what it's about. It's about solving problem rather than finding them, really. So from slides 4 to 5, I find that the progression was a bit, I was a bit lost in the progression of slide 4. You present the Osborne-Parse CPS model, where you identify 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 items: objective, fact finding, problem finding, idea finding, solution finding, acceptance finding. And then on slide 5, I didn't find them grouped into this slide 5. Do you see what I mean?
Yes,
For example, when you put objective, mess finding, fact finding, problem finding, so in slide 5, I'll have assumed that at least there will be some kind of logical progression where you will use the exact same terms that you use in the slide 4 and group them here into those 4 big chunks. Do you see what I mean? So for me, it was a bit difficult to relate the slide 4, what has happened in slide 4, and what is now, happening in slide 5. Do you get what I mean?
yes, I do.
Yeah, it's just using the same term, so the learner don't have to think, okay, so earlier we talked about those 6 items. Okay, in slide 5 I can see there is some grouping there, but I can't see which item in slide 4 is within the slide 5. So if you can use the same term, that could be very smooth for the learner actually to follow through. So the yes, I just thought also that it could be a good idea at this stage. I know that this is just a prototype, but perhaps in your real slides or in your real course, this has been done, but just want to outline that it will be good to provide concrete example of how you use them or how somebody else used those things at each steps. So so then people can say, okay, this means this. For example, where you say identifying the goal or challenge and future direction, you can put some example at the end underneath and say, okay, for example, your goal can be, I want to be able to find new ways of dealing with X problem. Do you see what I mean? But being very specific, taking a real problem that somebody has. So this is not just theory, to have like a real practical simple example that you can also outline at each step, so then people can understand that better. And then on the yes, on I was just thinking on how to, yes, the slides 7 and 8. Slides 7 and 8. I put that I didn't well understand slides 7 and 8. What does that mean? By adding one line, turn these 4 into 6. I really didn't understand that. And also in 8, I didn't understand how 3 plus 3 means 8. So perhaps you have something somewhere that actually explains that, but obviously I didn't understand. So what does that mean?
Yeah. Anyway, I think the latest one is the one that I. Could you see the link that I made just now? Do you see the assignment?
Okay. The one that you just sent me. Okay, let me.
And this, I realized that that's not the.
Okay, so have you done something different then?
Yes.
Oh, you submitted 2 assignments?
Yeah, I think
Oh,
assignment 4 is the one that we should be discussing, right?
yeah, that's the assignment 4 that I sent you earlier. But you sent me another one, which is also assignment 4. How come?
I don't know. Perhaps I did too.
Of course, this one will have been better for me to see. Yeah, this
Yeah.
is totally different. Why
Yeah.
on earth have you got 2 assignment 4 then?
I don't know. Maybe the link was giving me to put two assignments. It's really confusing.
Oh, okay. But still, okay, this link, let me check that link now then. The link of the slide. Are those different slides then than the one I'm saying there?
Yeah. Now, because as far as I remembered now, the slides I made it really with a real hurry, but the next that I thought was to have
Oh.
something improve creative thinking. So I had a little 3 minute video
Oh,
and then some activity.
okay. Of course, this one is okay. So that means that the other one is useless then, you know, what I've just reviewed, because I spent time yesterday reviewing that, but that's really odd.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, I think that
Um,
it's
so okay, let's
confusing.
look at this one. Learning objective, improving creative thinking. Student will be able to understand, learn 6 methods of improving their creativity. Student will be able to experience to master at least one method with a short time scale. Again, short time scale means what? Does that mean 15 minutes? Does that mean 20 minutes? What does that mean? Short time scale. Because what is short for me might not be short for somebody else. So you should
Yes.
be able to say
Yes.
concretely what short means. And I think that still, when you say students still will be able to understand and learn 6 methods, that is specific enough, of improving their creativity for, perhaps you can even improve that learning objective for, you know, I don't know what some students might be able to do. So you might want to be very specific in that one.
Okay.
Okay, so then learning activity, appropriate 30 minutes, yeah, spending time, okay. Read this article. Okay, in this case, then you didn't submit much content then. You just had that video. Let me click on the video. Okay, so I've seen that one. That was your further learning that you provide in the previous module, the previous one I've reviewed. I've seen that Tony Burson video
Yes.
yesterday, which is one of the biggest guru in you know,
Yes.
creative thinking.
Found
Yeah.
the mind maps.
Yeah. So that his and yours is going to be that link. Read the article in that link. Let me open that again. Improve your creative ability. Keep track of all time. Engage in creative hobbies. Yeah. But I would say that this will be like a further reading, because what is the real content that you are providing here? Because I thought that the slide, at least that's the one that I was reviewing, at least provided like some methods of what to do. So you are no longer including them in here in the learning activity, because the learning activity that you provide here is the Tony Bazan thing, which doesn't really explain much. It's like a, you know, a further resource, I'll say. I'm a bit puzzled here because I haven't got like a proper learning. When you say 6 methods, what are the 6 methods then? Because your learning objective now is talking about 6 methods, but so far I've seen the Tony Burson one and I've seen this link.
When you watch the 3-minute video, it explains 6 methods. First is to believe in yourself, and the second one and third one likewise, it explains you things. So that's what I want. I mean, that's what, at least what I expect the student to do.
Okay, okay, okay. So why don't then, if that's the case, and that will be your material, so you just say to learn, understand 6 methods from Tony Burson, the whatever. So then at least we know that this is what you're going to use.
Okay.
Do you see what I mean? So you kind of name the methods. So then we know that this is, that's why I was lost. I was thinking that you will be providing, and those were like additional resources. Yeah, so that means that in the learning activity here, when you say please take a look at this video, you can say yes to learn the 6 methods. So then it's clear that this is what we are going to use. And then yes, the article will come as a top. Okay, so now the assessment. Having an idea, please try to answer the you're free to use any resource in aiding your answers. What are the methods to improve creativity? At least 3. How can you use method to improve creativity? Yeah. Hope you have all seen a peg. What things can you do with a peg? Imagine you are given any amount of peg. What are things you can do with peg? Yeah. Is the idea you can generate within 1 minute. Yeah. Okay. So that will be the brainstorming thing. I still feel that your content that you produce is better, actually, but again, that's up to you really. So be crazy as wild as idea does not go always. Once you are finished with the assignment, please post it with 3 peers forum and get them to get feedback. Reflect upon the overall feedback. Provide a post of your own. Use the below rubric to give feedback and assess. This is really grading rubric, method 1 to improve creativity. 1 mark if the student mentioned, at least 3. Who is this thing for? Who this activity is for?
Those are for the students. And
The student of what? Yes, this is where actually I'm a bit confused. The student of what? Are your students teachers?
The students who took this assignment will have to do others, it's peer grading.
Okay.
So
okay, peer grading. Okay. Where did you say that in your assignments? That it was peer grading?
Because I asked, once you finish the assignment, please post it with 3 peers in the forum and get them to give feedback. So once they give, perhaps I have to say that you have to assess other 3 peers.
Okay. Because you are giving like an assignment within an assignment, actually. So this is very confusing for me, because what you are doing, 1, you are assessing the person, and then the second assignment within this assignment is for them to assign. It's like 2 different things. It's very, 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 I would say, yeah. Yeah, it's like once they do their own assignments where you will assign them on the assignments, the first 3 things, then they themselves need to also assess their peer using this grading. So yes, this should be like a second assignment, because is the way it is now, it wasn't very clear that this is a second assignment. So this should be like a second assignment. You can just put it like first, assignment 1, what are the methods? How can you use the method? And 3, the hope you have all seen the PEG stuff. That will be the assignment 1. And the assignment 2, when you have finished the assignment, then post this to your with 3 peers. Why 3 peers then? It's just like random, because it might be useful to just have 1 peer, right? Why 3 peers?
Because it's using with the grading, so having 3 peers will, you know, can take the average of the peer gradings, which, you know, it will provide at least accurate grading for me.
Okay, yes. So that needs to be, yes, perhaps a second assignment. So then it's clear that is also a different assignment, not the first assignment. So assignment 2, please post with 3. To give feedback, reflect upon the overall feedback, provide a post of your own. When you mean provide a post of your own, what exactly that means?
Please post it once you finish the assignment. Please post it within 3 peers forum.
To post the feedback that they have received as well. Is it that when they reflect from the overall feedback? Or
no, what I meant was to publish your assignment in 3 peers forum and then get them to provide feedback in that forum. So you paste your answer there and then get the feedback in the forum.
okay, they post the first assignment there, and then they get those 3 people to review underneath, right?
Yes.
Yeah, perhaps, yeah, you might want to rephrase, because I think that people might be a bit confused, because if I'm confused, so that means that other people might also be a bit more confused. So make it very, very clear that, you know, very step by step how you want them to be doing this, and use the below rubric. So methods. 1, method to improve your creativity. 1, if they see the mention at least 3, is the mention 4, if the student mention all 6. Okay. 2, how to use the methods. If the student explain only one way, if the student explain at least 2 methods, if the student at least 3 methods. Okay. Ideas within 1 minute. Have at least 5 ideas, 7 ideas, 10 or more. Okay. And then generate ideas at a short time frame. Excel your creativity. More idea you can generate, the more creative person you are. What this thing is doing underneath there?
It should come up.
Yes, see how you can confuse people. Yes, that's good. So put it somewhere up, so then at least you end up with the rubric, so it's clear. Okay, good. Okay, based on that, since it's different for what I reviewed earlier, so let me use my rubric content. So enable. So I will say, based on this last one rather than the first one, the learning objectives, yeah, is specific enough. It's specific, but can, you know, do with a little bit more specificity. So it's meaningful. So achievable, it will be a little bit based on how, you know, outcome oriented it will be actually. The assignment provides opportunity for immediate practice and application of the concept totally. Clearly stated instruction, I'll say middle, you know, because some stuff were not totally, you know, clear for me. And clearly defined standard of expected quality was clearly made available to the student. So they should be really, you know, you clearly stated the expected quality that you're expecting. In terms of the content, does the content enable content processing through various media? Yes, you have provided a video and some external text, so that caters for different learning style. Does that incorporate a variety of perspective sources to encourage deeper understanding? In this case, I'll say no, not really, because you have said yes earlier because you had your own slide, you have Tony Burson and you have external. This one, it was just the Tony Burson one and then the external. I'll say middle, you know, middle kind of perspective sources. Variety. Does that hooks the learner and pick interest and grab attention? I will say not really, because what I will say you can use to hook a little bit more attention is to develop some type of oriented outcome base. For example, you can have a hook that can be, I'm just giving just an example, how you can develop your creativity in 15 minutes or less. So I don't say that 15 minutes is what, but you know, you see what I mean, is having something that will pique their curiosity, say, oh, okay, I'd like to know how to do that, because it solves a problem and it gives them a specific time that seems very achievable for them to do actually. So you can use that to hook or pick interest, because at the moment it's a bit more generic. So, you know, they are likely to, okay, you know, look at it, but to increase the likeliness for them to look at it is going to be good to find some kind of outcome oriented. Community assignment effectively, so we don't know. Overall, I'll say what worked is, yes, you provided quite good, you know, you provided something that is kind of worldwide known as creativity tools that people can really use, the Tony Buzan thing, and then you explain what, you know, you explain well the assignments as well, the quality that you were looking for. What could be improved is a little bit more clarity of the steps inside the assessment and having a little bit more outcome-oriented learning. What was unclear is what I just pointed, actually, you know, the stuff that I pointed as we go, what was in, you know, unclear. And others' idea to be considered perhaps might be bring back your slide if you want, if you can, but actually, you know, and so then it can bring other perspective as well, and make your, you know, make it, you know, have a strong hook for people to stop at your assessment to have a look at. So that's it, yes, for me. Okay, good. So
Okay, that's wonderful. Thank you very much.
yeah, thank you very much too for, you know, doing the assessment. So, you know, so that was a learning curve to have reviewed something that wasn't the right thing to review. But yeah. Again, yes, and so, you know, so I don't know how I'm going to summarize this, but I'm going to do some kind of summary rather than uploading this video, because I just think that the video is a bit, you know, it's going to be quite long and not interesting for any learner to see that.
Yes.
Yeah, you agree, right?
Yes.
So we just do our own small summary and
Yes.
yes, of what we've learned. So okay, so I think that's it. So I'm losing my voice, so I might as well shut it now.
Okay. Okay. So thank you very much, Francina. Perhaps we shall meet in the course.
Yes, and
Okay. So
and let's keep in touch. So perhaps we'll again catch up in another course or something else.
yes.
Okay, good to meet you and have a good day. Okay, bye bye.